Hi Cancer, this is going to be your love and relationship reading for October. Please excuse the sound of my voice, but due to the recent surgery I had, it has affected my speech, but once the healing process is fully, once I've gone through the healing process, it should be much improved, and each day it is getting better. But just apologies for the way I may sound. Now, Cancer, the top row is for those of you that are single. And the next row is going to be those that are already in a relationship. We're going to look at the card at the bottom of the deck, which is going to be an overall message for all of you. And the card that you do have is the King of Cups. Now, look, this could be here to suggest that maybe for some of you, you are in a relationship or are going to meet or have already been in a relationship with another water sign, another Cancer like yourselves, or a Scorpio, Pisces. But it could be here to suggest as well that for some of you, when it comes to your emotions, you've got your emotions in check in October. You're not allowing your emotions to rule you. You've got an even keel here. You're not allowing your emotions to fluctuate too much. And as I said, to maybe in some way dictate decisions. You have control here. Now, starting with the Cancers that are single, you do have the Emperor. And the Emperor, he is the head of the house. He rules his empire. He makes the decisions. He is controlling sometimes and domineering sometimes. Now, this could be here. For me, I think it's here for two reasons. For some of you, this is going to be talking about a relationship with another person that you've previously had. And maybe they were the ones that took control. Maybe they were the ones that were more domineering. And they were the ones that made the decisions within the relationship. Now, for those of you that doesn't apply to, Cancer, then this, again, I feel, is talking more about you this month. How you are in control. It may just be that you're in control of your emotions. It may be here to suggest that that's what you need to do. You need to get control of your emotions. Again, it may be here to suggest that you are the one now that is making decisions about your own life and which direction it's going to go in. But with the past coming through, we do have the Five of Cups here. Now, the Five of Cups, it can talk about regrets, okay? So it can touch on things that we wish we hadn't have done or things we wish we had have done. It can also talk about emotional loss and focusing on something that we've lost, okay? Again, it can be an apology. How we may feel that we're owed an apology from the other person, or maybe we feel that we need to apologize to them. The thing with the Five of Cups, though, is there is still two cups standing. And the Two of Cups, as we know, is you and another individual who, see eye to eye, who understand each other. So, there is somebody else within your environment that you're not really focusing on, but you should. Rather than focusing on emotional loss or any regrets. Focus on what still remains. Now, the present, you've got a fabulous card. If I can pick it up. You've got the Empress. Now, the Empress is the birth of something new. She's the creator. You know, she can be very creative. She's very nurturing. But, you know, whatever this is, it's the birth of something new here, starting for you, Cancer. It can talk about emotional and material abundance in your life. So, you know, maybe new things opening up here for you. Now, in your advice, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, quite often, the lady in the card is referred to as the single person. But single, you know, it is more about the fact that what she has achieved, she's done it off of her own back. Any successes that have come to her have been through her own hard work. It can sometimes, for me, be about creating an environment for yourself that is going to bring you happiness, an environment that you want for yourself. Especially if you've come out of a relationship that was quite controlling and domineering, then maybe, you know, it is now time to focus on your environment and what it is. It feels, this reading feels very similar to the reading I did for Aries in regards to the single spread. In the sense that it feels very much to me that you're focusing on yourself this month, Cancer. Now, the outcome is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is the Ace is a new beginning. But this is a new beginning in terms of, yes, can be communication. But more often than not, it talks about our thoughts. You know, the Ace of Swords brings clarity. It gives us a new understanding about someone or something. So it may be that you've come into the month of October with some emotional regrets or feeling an element of emotional loss. But I think when you end the month of October, you're going to be in a much more happy and a much more positive state of mind. Now, moving down to Cancers that are already in a relationship. You have the Two of Pentacles as the central issue. Now, this can be something as simple as juggling finances, okay? So maybe for some of you, there could be some financial issues or constraints in the relationship. But for others of you, it could be about juggling with a decision, a choice, you know, maybe weighing up pros and cons, needing to decide what you want to do about this relationship. Now, with the past coming through, we do have the Nine of Cups. And this is a card that's often referred to as wish fulfillment. You know, if it's coming through from the past, Cancer, is it because you feel or have felt that, you know, when it comes to your wish fulfillment, that is going to come from this relationship? You know, is it a case of you feeling that the only way you can be happy is that your happiness, it comes more from the other person? You know, that, how can I explain that? It's kind of, this feeling for me is like, you know, no matter what goes on in this relationship, I'll accept it because I'm happiest when I'm with this person. Now that, I think, could be for some of you, but maybe only for a small portion. The thing though with the Nine of Cups, when we're dealing with wish fulfillment here, and when we're wanting our wishes and dreams to come true, two aspects. One, sometimes we have to be careful about what we wish for, because when we get it, quite often we can then think, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It isn't how I thought it was going to be. But also, when we're dealing with wishes, we also have to do something ourselves. We can't sit back and just think that all our wishes are going to come true just by sitting there. We have to do things ourselves. In the present, you do have the Justice card. Now, the Justice card is a card of making sure those scales are evenly balanced. It can be about, wanting justice within a situation. But we'll get that justice in our favour, provided we have acted in a fair and just way ourselves. But also, the Justice card is a card about bringing problems to the surface in order to resolve them. But, the other aspect with the Justice card, and I have to mention this, is sometimes when we're dealing with relationships here, it can talk about, a court of law. So we could be talking about divorce here, that maybe some of you, have been thinking about divorce. Maybe some of you are going through a divorce. And, maybe for some of you that are going through a divorce, there is this juggling of the finances with the Two of Pentacles. But overall, for me, the Justice card is always about fairness, being treated and treating others in that just, fair way, but also, as I said, resolving problems. But sometimes to resolve those problems, we need help from the outside. Now, in your advice, we have the Eight of Swords. And this is mental imprisonment. This is keeping yourself stuck within your own mind, okay? Not making any, not taking any action. And, the thing I say about the Eight of Swords is we've come from the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords deals with deception. It deals with secrets and lies. But when we get to the Eight of Swords, for me, I feel that we are now aware of those deceptions, secrets, lies, whatever it is. And now we need to take action. But for some reason, we're not. We're stopping. We're keeping ourselves stuck. And it can often come from fear. I just get this feeling here, Cancer, that for some of you, we are dealing with the fact that there has been lies. There has been, an element of deception. Maybe there has been a third-party situation in the past. And, it may be for some of you that, because it can always go vice versa. Of course it can, these readings. But maybe for some of you, your partner is talking about divorce. Or maybe you're fearing that it could get to that point of divorce. Or maybe you want a divorce, but at the same time, You're scared about how life's going to be after, you know, and going through the divorce, you know, it's a frightening thing sometimes. But your outcome card is the High Priestess. Now, she is the keeper of secrets, in the sense that you, Cancer, you have to start to listen to your intuition. And you must allow your intuition, you know, that inner voice, to be your guide here. Because you have the answers and you know what you need to do, but it's about paying attention to that. So, Cancer, that is your reading. Once again, sorry for the way I sound. I know it's not very clear, but it will start to get better in time. But thank you for watching and take care. Bye.